shout out to Chatterbox Sports for posting this, but this kind of goes off what we talked about yesterday. How, yes, the Reds are about to make some major renovations to Great American Ballpark Stadium. And wow, is just going to cost the county a lot of money. Starting off right away, just to get someone to evaluate potential upgrades, right? To actually go out and evaluate the stadium, what they're going to do is they're going to create a 3D model of the stadium. So they're going to use drones to go around every inch of this stadium, take pictures, take videos, and they're going to create like a 3D model. And then what they're going to do is take that 3D model and then create the renovations and see how they look. So we're going to get like this, like, I guess, AI, high-tech, crap like that. Well, here's the thing. All that costs money. A lot of money. So the county, Hamilton County here, will be spending $464,000 to do that. Now, again, you can make your argument that the team should be the one forking over that bill, not the county. But I'm going to assume, based on what we've seen with Cincinnati, with the Bengals Stadium, and how Mike Brown, obviously different ownership, right? Mike Brown's not the owner of the Reds, completely different ownership. But I'm going to assume it's going to be similar to Mike Brown, and this is not going to be a we'll go ahead and fork over the bill type of concept. I assume that they're going to try to fork the Hamilton County over with the money and make them pay for it and not the actual team pay for it. Again, the renovations could be anywhere from $500 million to $750 million, which is insane to say out loud. But that's kind of how these renovations go. It's a lot of work. And listen, if it ends up being a beautiful looking stadium in the end, that's awesome. And that's all we really care about at the end of the day. It just would be nicer for the owners maybe to pay some of those bills and not put the taxpayers on the bill for all that money. Now, I don't live in Hamilton County. I'm in Dayton. So I don't have a say in this, or I can't really complain or not complain because it does not affect me in that context. But again, I talked about yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Reds go to the state of Ohio, kind of like how the Bengals did, and try to get a grant in order to pay for some of these renovations. When we did with the Bengals, the state of Ohio declined us. They said, no, we're not giving you any money. But they are giving money to the Cleveland Brownies so that they could build their brand new luxury $2 billion stadium. But for us, we asked for $500 million for the Bengals, and they said no. So my assumption is they're going to say no to the Reds as well if the Reds even ask. We'll see. We did make the playoffs last year. So listen, at the end of the day, if you want taxpayers to pay for your stadiums and your upgrades and stuff like that, you got to win. You got to go to the playoffs. You got to be a successful team. Last year, we snuck into playoffs thanks to a complete utter collapse at the end of the season by some other teams. And we got dog-walked by the Dodgers in the first round. But, from the Bengals here, at least making the playoffs is something at this point. Not always is it a guarantee. Not always is it the easiest thing for some reason to make the playoffs in certain categories when you have great teams. Anyway, beside the point. The first comment on this is, does it come with a new owner of the Reds? I love how I talked about this yesterday. Every single time. It's just like, it's the same thing with the Bengals and the same thing with the Reds. Every time someone gets posted about something with the Reds or the Bengals, new ownership. Sell the team. Get rid of the team. Get a new owner. Fire Zach Taylor. Wait, that was me. Anyway, that's beside the point. I love Tito, though. Anyway, oh, man. Yeah. You know what? Hey, we'll have to wait and see what ends up happening. But $400 and how much again? $454,000. I'm starting to think if I can do drones and I can do AI $464K to map out a stadium. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's going to take a crap ton long time, couple months. But that is also a crap ton of money. That is a crap ton of money, man. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.